Lag a little bit.
What up, y'all? Weekend High Podcast back in effect after the election. Man, it's your man KZL, your man, my guy, brother from another, big swag here with me as usual. And also want to give a little congratulations to ourselves because it's the 100th show. And we got C. Lokester right there. Oh, my bad, right here. In spirit. He's on the original member of the Weekend High Podcast. He's on the 405 freeway right now.
Brother Briss.
Picking up the kids. So he on his fatherly duties right now. So he said he's gonna try to make an appearance, but if he can't, we definitely understand because it's like we was talking before the show, pre-show. Living in California, to live normal, you gotta have like 8 jobs. You got to be like, hey, man, on the living color. You know what I'm saying? Just to live like normal. So I understand my cousin's, struggle. So he's out there doing his thing, man, doing this, like I say, doing his fatherly duties and handling business. But he is in here with spirit with us. That's why I got him in the background. One of the original backgrounds. It's all of us in there.
Yeah, that's the first generation.
Yep.
Oh, second gen.
Yeah, second gen. So yeah, man. But welcome, man. Welcome to the show. If you are listening, hope your day is going good, your evening is going good, or whenever you listen to this broadcast, hope it's going good. We're here to give you a little information, opinionated information, some debating, a little comedy here and there, and anything else you need. Yeah, there you go, a little discourse. And don't forget, leave something in the comments. Leave some comments if you want to have us talk about certain things that's going on. Maybe it's something that you want us to speak on. We'd be more than happy to review it. I ain't gonna say we're gonna do it. Like I want y'all to talk about. I want y'all to talk about eating chitlins for Thanksgiving. Something like that.
Deep fried chitlins. I wonder if somebody gonna come up with them.
Oh, they coming with them deep fried chitlins, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll probably be right in line with my wax bag.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of things going on. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of things. A lot of political things are going on right now. That's like pretty much saturating the media right now.
Cycle is
So the last broadcast we did it actually during the election. We was giving a little play-by-play. So now this is after the election, and as you may know, you woke up or you probably didn't have to wake up. You probably just looked at the numbers before you went to sleep and saw Trump won.
They call that one before the stroke of midnight.
Yeah, they called that one early. So Trump went ahead and won the election again. So he is going to be the 47th president. And, there was a lot going on with a lot of the Kamala supporters. They crashing out. I even mentioned the last show, some of my family members crashed out on me in the family chat, So now I'm not in the family chat, y'all. I removed myself. They didn't kick me out. I removed myself.
I didn't get kicked out of the group. I didn't get kicked out of the group chat, but I did face a little confrontation, little resistance.
Yeah.
Not everybody's ready for the FBA movement.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just ain't ready to, lead the Democratic plantation. A lot of them, they married to the party, and on this show, me or Swag, we're not married to any party. You know what I'm saying? Let me speak. I'm not married to any party.
Oh no, you were right the first time.
Okay.
You nailed it.
We are looking. I have a thing I vote with about policies and not feelings. So, all the things people say, like my family members, they say, Trump is a racist, you know. And then, you know, at the time I'm on the thing, so I didn't even think, but Biden is a racist too. I mean, like we mentioned last show, his mentors are KKK member, and this is not alleged. You can look
decorated Klan members,
right? Byrd, was it Robert Byrd, and then Strom Thurmond, and so I mean, so you sit there just to sit up there and say, oh, he's racist. I mean, my family member who was probably said that, they boss probably racist. I wanted to say, like, the person who probably signing your check is probably racist. Does that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand people, you know, people gonna be how they be, but like where I draw the line and I look to see how racist he is, I'm looking at the policies. So I mean, I didn't agree with all his policies. Of course I didn't, you know, and I definitely didn't agree with her policies. But I agree with more of his policies than I did hers, just based on just looking at the policies side by side. We did it on the last show. But what are your thoughts, Swag? Let me let you kick some. What are your thoughts about the crash outs? Like I said, I mean, like I said, I just couldn't believe. I was like, damn, family members, they really snapping about this. So
yeah,
what were your thoughts? And also, actually,
no, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, actually, what are your thoughts on people saying what are your thoughts on people saying they're gonna get killed, like killed by the police? You know, if since Trump is in office now, we're gonna get killed.
Go back to slavery theory.
Right, we going to slavery. We're gonna get killed by the police, like we not already, you know, getting killed by the police.
Yeah, but, I mean, like when I was talking to my family, and they presented their case of why we shouldn't want to see the Democrats not win. You know, I got a lot of that. It's gonna go back to Jim Crow. It's gonna go back to slavery. You know, they're white supremacists, but I was like, you know, both parties are white supremacists, if you ask me. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of emotional reaction and backlash to it. And you know, I didn't vote for Trump, but I ain't vote for Harris either. So I'll be honest. To be honest, I'm just gonna wait it out.
Well, yeah, you know what? When I was watching the show earlier, I believe it was CNN, they were saying that Harris's opponent really wasn't Donald Trump. Harris's opponent was the couch. And that was people who, you know what I'm saying, who voted for the couch. It just was like, you know, I'm not voting for neither one. I'm opting out because, you know, neither one of them I feel strongly about. So really, it wasn't really so much she lost to Trump. It was more so you know, a lot of us didn't show up, period. You know what I'm saying? We chose the couch because, you know, we stood on business as far as those policies. I mean, she was supporting mass immigration. I mean, and that's something that we've seen and covered on this show that has had detrimental, you know, effects on the Black community, like crime, our young ones getting programs taken away, and little brothers can't play football, little sisters getting sexually assaulted, you know what I'm saying, trying to walk to school. So it's like, you want more of that coming in here, undocumented people who we don't know if they're criminals from their other country. We don't know if they're molesters. We don't know what their background is. So right there alone, that right there was enough for me to, you know, not go that way. Also, of course, her legendary, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna just do something for Black people. No. So
yeah, it was there for me. That pretty much seals the deal. But aside from that, they kind of left her with a flaming bag of doo-doo for a party. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she pretty much got scapegoated. She never really had a chance. I'm not a fan of hers just because of what she said about what she wasn't going to do for the home team. So, you know, it was kind of funny watching the twist in the wind like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. Let's talk turkey right here. Did you really? That's like me. Look, like that's like me running and say, you know what, Swag? You know what? You about to be my campaign manager, dog. I'm about to run. And look, you my campaign manager, and like I want Young Jeezy. I want Gucci Man in my campaign.
Snoop Dogg.
I want Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they show up and, you know, like, yeah. Now I love the artists I mentioned. I'm not laughing because I love those artists, but do I really think them artists go get me in the office? So that's what I'm looking at. Kamala, you bringing Cardi B out? You bringing Megan Thee Stallion out? You bring I brought Oprah and Beyonce. Okay, now it's like you know what, the Democrats are understanding. Well, put it this way, some of us are understanding that the Democrats think less of us now, because think about it. For you to bring those people out to get my vote, you must think I'm, you know, that shows what you think of me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you bring in like the least intelligent people who don't know nothing about politics, Cardi B, I guarantee she don't really know nothing a lot about politics. I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to denigrate her or put her down. I'm just saying that she's not, I don't think she would be an expert. Like if I wanted to learn about politics or I wanted my kids to learn about politics, I wouldn't be like, you know what? Go listen to Cardi B. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna judge her, man, but they picked the wrong person to go up on the stage because she obviously either had crippling anxiety or she didn't take it seriously or just, you know, bad stuff happened. But she wasn't a person that I would have put the bow on my Christmas tree with.
I mean,
but,
right. I mean,
hey, I do have something real quick though. Why do the Democrats? I mean, it felt like 2016 again. You know, like remember because of Hillary Clinton, she had Jay-Z, Beyonce up there. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it didn't work then. I don't know why they expect it to work now with a candidate with less tools than the last time they lost.
Right. And she never won the Democratic ticket to begin with. So she did.
Yeah.
Her first run, crack at it, she didn't have a popularity. So so I don't know what, you know, remember it's the big uproar, like she lost a popular vote too. Yeah. Nobody was really feeling her that way. And a lot of people in the black media, the new black media, pointed out that a lot of the Democrats use polling as their thermometer. Like they don't actually get in the streets and talk to
people. Feel the temperature out there.
Right. They do polling and our analytics say that you guys love her. You know what I'm saying? And when that's not the case. Because I mean, really, another thing that's a slap in the face is the thing that, like, once again, we still stuck on there. They're trying to force her as a quote unquote black woman when she's not a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got somebody cosplaying, and it's still some of us who still claim that, oh, well, she's a black woman or whatever. This is think about this, and I just remember this from when they had that hearing. She was the same person who, remember, she couldn't define what a woman was, but at the same time, we're saying that she's a black woman. You see what I'm saying? So what is a black woman? Remember, she couldn't even define what a woman was.
Remember that.
So it's like, I mean,
yeah, she'd have had to break the iRobot codes to spit that one out.
Right. I mean, and really, this is just all truth. This is not to put her down or nothing like that. It's just getting to the facts. Like, look, the fact is, her dad had recently came out in an article. He didn't say he was black. He didn't say. He said he was. He's an East Indian. He's like he's an East Indian Jamaican, basically. So, like, where's the black part come in if her mother is a Hindu Indian? And I apologize if I'm, saying it wrong or something, but I don't mean any disrespect. A Hindu Indian, somebody from
you already
India.
got the facts to go on. You all great.
You know what I'm saying? So like, where does the black come in? Does the black come in with the AKA? Does the black come in that she went to Howard University? Does the black come in she used to, kick it with Willie Brown? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, it's funny that people defend her. It's funny that people defend her blackness, and I'm not knocking people in interracial relationships, but she's with a white man. And when remember, I don't know if you remember on social media when the question was asked if Obama if Michelle was white, would people, would the sisters would have voted for her, and the sister said no. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, they trying to push, oh, she's black. Oh, vote for her. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking her. I mean, I'm not knocking her because she got a white husband, but it's just the thing if one of the things that I noticed that she did all this black stuff, but it still ended up with, you know what I'm saying, homeboy. And now she's trying to tote herself as, oh, I'm like this Southern black woman, I'm cooking greens. It's just, I mean, it was like her whole campaign was just kind of like fake. I don't think she really was touching the people like she thought she was. That's all.
No, she didn't check all the boxes,
No, and like I said, the main thing, even now, I'm gonna tell y'all this, even despite all the other stuff that like was kind of fraudulent with her, when you get down to what do we say? When we get down to the nitty gritty, the policies. Like I said, I pushed all the stuff about her in the back, and I just looked at her policies. And her policies, they really not. They're not really serving what my views. So, for instance, she wanted to put, have it where transgender women can go in the bathroom with your daughter, who a real girl. Who is a a real girl. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
cisgender female,
a biological girl. She's born a girl. You know what I'm saying? So then you got a grown man in there who can say, "Hey, I feel like a woman today. Let me throw, the wig on, and I want to go in here."
Boy, I feel
about
like a woman.
She was supporting putting tampons in the men's bathrooms.
I thought that was the VP candidate.
Oh, he was, yeah. Well, I mean, that's still part of her regime.
It is part of her home team. No, but honestly, to me, she wasn't the best candidate. Instead of going back and finding the next Democrat to take over after Obama, you know what I'm saying? They picked her, and then at the end of the day, she came off as disingenuous. Because remember on Club Shay Shay, when he asked her about the black relatives, she started pulling a play family type theory, and she had never spit that. I mean, but I was already out because she never walked back what she said about the exclusive things for black people. No,
right. Yep, because she remember, you're right. She started talking about play cousins. Oh, that's my play auntie. Oh, that's my play. That's what I'm saying. And we was talking about that. It was one of the shows that talked about it. Matter of fact, let me drop that picture real quick.
Auntie Batima.
Right. The impose, as you see where the line is, it looks like the lady is not really in the picture. I mean, because just the line right there looks like that's some Adobe shop type stuff. So
the PDF file.
You got the Adobe gang going. So it's just like she misrepresented herself, and her policies were weak. So that's basically why she lost to me. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you about this. Let's go into it. Let's speak about with Donald Trump winning. Already, he ain't even in office yet, but he's already. Now, I'm not like say we ain't supporters of either party, but you got to just be real about it. You got to be real about it.
Some free advert.
It says that Donald Trump has promised. He promised closed borders and mass deportations. And what's happening is a lot of the Democrats are trying to take action. They're trying to push laws through before he gets in. So Donald Trump promised. CNN report. Donald Trump promised to close border mass deportations. Those affected are taking action now. So the immigrants, their employers, and groups that work with them are already taking action ahead of President-elect Donald Trump's second term, in which he has promised to deport millions of people. Some fear the new administration could impact their families, while others hope the plans, if they materialize, will make things better. Trump, let me see. Let me skip through this. Oh, another thing that I read that he's going to, the first order of business is to target the criminal illegals. That's the one he wants to target first. The ones with the criminal backgrounds, like the Venezuelan gangs and stuff. So, he's pretty much going after them first. He says that they're not. He actually just appointed, I guess, his person that's going to be over the mass, immigration. And he said basically it's not going to be like people think, like they're not going to be doing mass sweeps in neighborhoods, just scooping people up and stuff like that. So he selected Mike Waltz as national security advisor. Right. Yeah. He said they said they wouldn't be doing that to families and stuff. The main thing, the first focus, he said is going to be the criminal class. But Waltz, I think, who just took that post, did say that it's possible that families who are here illegally that are connected to criminal, class, they all go together. So y'all go, y'all will be packed up. You know what I'm saying? He's saying. So, right. So it could be like, your dad was a criminal back in Mexico, and maybe he made a good life here, and he got all y'all about to go back to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people may not agree with that, but the thing is, they try to target the criminal class out of the illegals first. So that's what I'm reading, allegedly. So I mean, I don't think, for one, I really don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, a lot of people have a problem with that because they like, oh man, you destroying these families. They left their family. They destroying them. They left their families. And
hey, I bet they stopped through Springfield, Ohio too. Catch somebody out there at the dog park.
Oh yeah. They pretty much gonna be getting rid of the, like I say, the criminal class that's coming, that's mixed in with the that's pretty much mixed in with the rest of the some of the illegals that's here. So I mean, for me, I don't see why people complaining about. Now remember, some of the governors are saying, oh, if you come to my state and try to take our illegals, we're gonna blah 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 blah. Come on, man, stop it. The thing is that it's funny that in this country, when you are when you're a Black American, foundational Black American, and you commit a crime and you blatantly commit the crime, people say, oh, you deserve to go to jail, you deserve to have the law come down on you. But when people come here illegally, they do it. This is an illegal action. Now Jose had been here illegally for 40 years. So people feel like they should oh, well, let him have a pass. He's been here for 40 years. He wasn't supposed to be here.
Tax evasion.
Right. He wasn't supposed to be here anyway. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I know that seems harsh, but I mean, that's just like, if that's the case, then, and you could say, well, he was seeking asylum. But I'm just going to, let me give the devil's hand. He was seeking asylum. He was running from something. Okay. Dante that robbed the bank, he was running from something too. He was running from poverty. But you want him in jail. You get what I'm saying? He's on Dante that stuck up the bank. He was only trying to help his family or trying to get up out of poverty, but you don't show no leniency towards him. But at the same time, Jose come over and he uses up resources that shouldn't even be going to him. You know what I'm saying? For 40 years, and his family using up resources that shouldn't be going to them for 40 years. And then we supposed to give him a pass. So, I mean, I can't tell you why I stand on it, but I am for closing the borders. I am for the deportation of people who shouldn't be here, who here illegally. Now, if you here legally, then, because most of the legal Latinos, they want the illegal ones gone too. What do you think about that? Let me.
No fair.
Yeah. That's one of the big things, but by a lot of the Latino Trump supporters, that they want, they don't want the illegals here. They feel like, I came over here legally, so.
Yeah. Hey, man, I don't know how, and I'm probably being irresponsible by even saying this because this is vetted information, but I heard that the distribution of those EBT card has already been like somebody's already taken action on that, and we're still in the
Yeah, that was
same.
that's my next story. That was our next
Okay,
story. So
I know I heard
we
that,
go
and
right
it's
into
a semi-reliable source. Yeah, my fault. That was a nice
we go right
segue. Then.
into it. Well, no, really, it ain't somebody. Trump. That's Trump making moves. Just like I said, Trump. He's already called. Where is it? Trump has already called Mayor Eric Adams in New York and told him to stop the EBT cards. So he had already started making moves on it, like, hey man, cut the EBT cards out.
Yeah, because the story that I heard is that they did cut the cards, and at first they tried to cut the 500,000 illegal immigrants that were coming over, but then I guess somebody found that to be unconstitutional. So, but they can stop the money, which eventually stopped the people. So,
right, the judge put in effect. The judge just came out and put in effect, that they could still, how they was busting them from Texas to New York, they could still do that. But now it says after a phone call with President-elect Donald Trump 48 hours after his victory, Mayor Eric Adams has reportedly decided to end a pilot program providing migrants and taxpayer-funded shelters with prepaid debit cards for groceries, which has sparked considerable debate. The initiative, launched in March through an emergency contract with New Jersey tech startup Mobility Capital Finance, distributed $2.4 million in preloaded MasterCards to approximately 2,600 migrant families, according to City Hall officials. On Thursday, Adams announced the city would not renew the program when it expires in January. So they're still getting it to January. Officials cited the decline in the number of asylum seekers and shelters, and the administration shift towards competitive contracting for microservices rather than emergency no bid contracts. So, and that was for $53 million. That was a $53 million contract, as reported by the New York Post.
Yeah,
so
man. Yeah, not to sound the way, but do you know how many pesos is in $20,000, dude?
Right.
I mean, they're sitting that right back home. Taking the money out of the country.
Right, there you go. So Trump didn't already go. He's already on his job. He'd already made a phone call. He
thought I was on one.
48 hours. No, 48 hours after he got the election, he'd already called Eric Adams like, hey, cut that. I mean, I'm just I mean, but this is something that needed to be done, man. I mean, because speaking of that, happy Veterans Day to the veterans. We was just talking about, especially our black veterans, because remember our black veterans. Remember the one brother, he getting $23 a month, and you got an illegal here getting. Remember that one we saw? What, one of them cars they had 5,000 in 5,000 cash, and 20,000 in food stamps.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, that's a disgrace, man. That
I bet that bodega was lit out there.
Wow, man, was it? You know what I'm saying? Remember
that? For everybody.
Man, they was cooking cats and stuff on them shopping carts too.
You said chopped Morris.
Remember, I know y'all saw them videos of them turning the shopping carts into grills, and I ain't gonna say they was cats. I don't know what kind of meat that was, but they didn't look
gapped open.
Hey, they got a lot of rats in New York City.
Land on the cart like it is.
And then look, remember earlier in the year, they was putting them up in luxury hotels. We was paying for that. So it's like, that's see, that's what I'm saying. That's another reason why Kamala Harris lost, is because she had no plan, man. She was just keep spending money on something that's not benefiting American citizens one bit. Housing quote unquote asylum seekers, as we know them as illegals or illegal aliens back in the day. So it's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing with the people's money? The people, look, remember, there's so many homeless black folks out here, especially homeless veterans, and they wasn't doing nothing for them. But go ahead. I gotta let you get up in here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, with her situation, they ain't give her enough time to get anything into motion. I mean, she had plenty of missteps, and I'm not caping or throwing anybody any kind of bill, but she never really stood a chance because the Democrats, honestly, because I used to be Democrat leaning. I ain't leaning no way. I'm standing straight up right now. But what the Democrats they should have done is actually uh, not even have Biden run the first time and actually invest in a new candidate after Obama. They should have been grooming somebody. They could have got somebody like the old governor for Indiana, Evan Bayh, because his granddaddy and his daddy is somebody, in the political legacy lexicon.
Mhm.
And they could have went with somebody like that and really pulled them up from their grassroots, whatever that means. But
Yeah.
and then when Biden got too sick to carry on, they just threw her to the wolves, kind of. She never stood a chance. And if they'd had a primary, she definitely wouldn't have made it to get the nomination. I don't think, because she ain't from
Yeah.
that kind of stock.
Yeah. So, so basically she wasn't popular in the black community, especially the black grassroots, because she didn't stand on reparations at all. She was talking. Then remember she tried to recant her statement and say, "Oh, well, I'm with HR 40." Hey, another study. People, we don't want to hear what else you need to study. I mean, there's been stories, there have been movies made about slavery, there's been TV shows, there's been books, there's been plays, there's been. I mean, damn, what else you need to study? It's a dead old. You know what I'm saying? The foundational Black Americans, or slash freedmen on the legal side of the game, from
Yeah,
their lineage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
you know so what else a study, that's just only thing that is just to say, oh, I don't want to do nothing for y'all, I'm just going,
Yeah, that's
oh
a
yeah, let's do
star
study.
tactic. That's a star tactic.
Yeah, stall tactic, that's all it is. So I mean, and what it is now the Democrats are waking up and realizing, they like, damn, the whole country almost went red. It's because y'all not serving the people. Y'all not listening to the people. When people
Hey,
come
that's
out and
them
say
filling. Hey,
stuff.
hey, that's the Republicans filling the streets with the blood of the non-believers.
Right, exactly. Like, you're not listening. You're not listening to the black grassroots. You're not listening to the new generation. You're not doing anything for us. We get symbolism and statues. We get holidays. And then when we get the holidays, you let other people who are not in our lineage pretty much hold the inaugural flame for that holiday. Because remember when who was that? Brother Tariq had exposed how they had those Juneteenth scholarships, and a lot of the people who was getting them was non FBAs. So it's like, is it really for us? You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. People say, well, we all black, we all should all be able to get them. But remember, me and you had exposed in one of our prior shows about how, remember, some of the non-FBA or Caribbean or African brothers and sisters get scholarships specifically for them. Remember that stuff? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we can't get it. So it's just like we're not all just one big, monolith. So I mean, it's just like basically, and look, the Democrats failed the black community, of course. They've been failing us for the last, they've been getting votes from what they did 50, 60 years ago. So, and not only that, they didn't let down the white community. So even the white community wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? So because think about this, when usually the poverty hit us first, or whatever bad things happen hit our community first. But when John and Sally can't go out and buy a house, in a house that's normally 100,000 is worth 500,000 now, you see what I'm saying? And you ain't got an economic plan to say how you're gonna fix that, how you're gonna get the inflation down. You just out there, look, y'all, Beyonce. Look, I got Megan Thee Stallion. Look, y'all. Oprah out here with me. Look, I got Michelle Obama. You know, that's all you doing is making a concert. You got like just you throwing a big party. And like, no nobody gonna hear that.
Fan service, but they're losing fans still.
When the average person now got to put more money towards their rent or their mortgage, then they can usually spend that money, you know, spending time with family, doing a family trip, gatherings. When you pretty much when people basically damn near most of the whole country damn near had to get a second job just to live in these last 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Just to stay even, you know? So, I mean, that's a problem. That's a big problem. When you start affecting people's pocketbooks, that's when you really gonna lose people votes. And you ain't got a plan. You just out there just, hey, y'all, look.
I mean, 4 years ago, my rent has nearly doubled.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Ain't no basically too. I'm telling you a fact.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that tripped me out that a lot of the K-Hive or the Kamala supporters, they're more mad at you for not pronouncing her name right than being mad at her, who she's in office now, for not getting the economy right. You get what I'm saying? You more mad at somebody not pronouncing her name, but you're not mad that that extra $50 or that extra $100 or even that extra money that when gas was cheaper that you had that you could go spend and do other things with. You can't do it now. You're not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mad at that. I mean, it's just the fact I had more money. Like I say, when Trump was in office, I mean, not a supporter, nothing but I'm just saying, I'm just telling facts. And a lot of brothers and sisters have said that in that 4 years, I had way more money. It seemed like, you know, I mean, things was good.
To be completely honest, man, how is it not in our best interest to have major industry working from American soil? I mean,
yeah, definitely. Now, another
I mean, that's gonna boost up the steel industry. That's gonna boost up the automotive industry. Yeah. I mean, I hate to sound like that, but seeing change like my Robinhood portfolio. I mean, the whole world is optimistic right now because it's gonna be a different thing in the mix right now.
Good segue, Swag. That's you run right to the next one.
No, for real.
Get ready to talk about the Trump effect. Right now, J.P. Morgan says to watch the market threshold for when the Trump bump in stocks may end, but economists, a lot of economists are saying that trend ain't gonna end. It's just gonna keep going. So now the Trump effect, stocks have jumped higher. I mean, inflation is coming down. They actually cut inflation again this past week. It went down from 4.7 to 4.5%. The goal now is to get it down to 3.2%. So now once we start getting 3% territory, you really talking something now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's going on. So the Fed cuts interest rates again, and they saying the outlook is good. Oh, another thing, let's talk about the economy, Swag. I know this may affect you too. Another thing that Trump promised, he had a bold plan to limit credit card interest rates to 10%. That a lot of economists or a lot of people in the credit card industry saying, oh, that could be dangerous. That could end our industry. Capping interest at 10% because, you know, Trump is like, you know, they charging 30 and 25%, you know, to the American people. And he won't. And the thing he's trying to do, it's not going to be long term. I think it's going to be temporary to get the economy right. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have, I believe, allegedly, I'm looking at this article, it's going to be a temporary 10% cap. Once, you know, and that from that cap, that's going to spark people to spend. You get what I'm saying? Because
and you know, but the ones who are getting those highest rates, and that's the poor people. So it's going,
and that's us. I mean, not all of us we ain't just dead poor, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
generally affects the black community.
Are downtrodden.
Right.
But you know, they won't have a credit card, so they can maybe go on a trip or something, or maybe they got a child in traveling sports, and you know, them credit cards to get you through a tough weekend.
But look, and also, Swag, for a lot of people, with those interest rates going on, that's going to cut that debt in half. Because I was reading an article, one man said he's at 25%, and he said the way it's going now, he ain't gonna never be able to pay his credit card off. He said that once Trump takes office in January, he said when it goes down to 10%, he said he'll be able to pay it off. You get what I'm saying? So for a lot of people, that's gonna bring, that's gonna cut your bill in half, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, one of my credit cards, I got a higher rate on it, like a 20%. It's on it, and so I mean, but I'm not in danger of not paying it off. But look, when January hit and that 10% cap come on, I'm gonna be a happy man because I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna bring that bill down. Because like I said, you had some economists who were saying, if he does this is gonna mess the credit card industry up because those higher interest rates are what give people who normally couldn't get a credit card the ability to get one. It's like a default net. That's what they saying, but they the ones who getting the money, you know what I'm saying? So of course they're gonna say that.
Yeah, they trying to sweeten up the con.
Right. That's gonna end us. Like I said, Trump said he didn't say he was gonna do it forever, but he said he's gonna do it for a limited time. He said he's going to do it long enough where the economy can get better and people have more spending. And from that more spending, that's going to help the economy too. You know what I'm saying? Which it will. So, and like, how people were saying that, y'all talking about Kamala wasn't going to give y'all reparations. Trump ain't going to give them to you. I don't know. Trump might do it. I'm not saying he going to do it just because he love us. I don't think that. I think he might do it if it's going to help the economy. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about him, he's a businessman and he's an economist, and put it this way, if reparations is something he think will make the American economy skyrocket, I believe he'd do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know what form it'll be in. I don't know what provisions he may have. He may not give it to us the way we want, which is cash reparations. We don't need it. No education. They didn't steal education from us. They stole housing. They stole land. They stole things that was equitable and liquid money from us. So
yeah, but I honestly feel like they probably experiment first with something resembling a hate crime bill, but that'll be fine too.
Yeah. Look. Me and you talked about this before. We did our own brainstorming off camera on the tinfoil do-rag side of the game. And let's time on, what I'm saying? And y'all, we FBA family, we've come up with we just not that we came up with it, but we just came up with what will be a comfortable number. Because sometimes, what I'm saying, like I got a feeling they might not give us like 100 or 500,000 each or something like that. They might not try to do it that way. Now, if they did it where we had a monthly stipend, remember we was talking about a monthly stipend, and that would be cool. I would be okay with that. That could lead up to that 500,000 or whatever. Like if they said, we're gonna give you get what? What do we say? 5,000 a month, 5 racks a month. That'll work. You know what I'm saying? 5,000 a month will help somebody. Now, for some people that might not pay all their bills. I get that. But at the same time, you got 5 racks coming in a month, you know what I'm saying, that you can look forward to. Or, even if it's higher than that, it could be 8,000 a month. That's cool too. I'm with it all, but we just said a number like, because the government, they're gonna be kind of shiesty with us. So I'm thinking they is.
I'm not going for that because my son, he's a car dealer on the Indian reservation, on the native reservation in Minnesota, and it be some train wrecks that get that monthly check, no matter what they got going on in life.
Mm-hmm.
I want that same energy.
Yeah. You know what? Because like I hate to say it, I always say it's swag, but we talked about it on the show before. Like old boy on Love After Lockup, that dude don't look bit more like a damn Indian, and he in jail. He was collecting what, 10,000 a month?
Yeah, man, and it's coming tax free.
10 racks a month.
I mean, they got done dirty, but they got done just as dirty than we did, if not as dirty. But
and dude and dude definitely looks like a $5 Indian dog. You know what I'm saying? There's no part of him that looks like he's any Native or any American or anything like that. So think about it. This dude's a $5 Indian. He getting $10,000 a month. So like that's what we said. 5,000 will be like the minimum monthly. You know what I'm saying? That would probably be like a minimum for us. But yeah, they need to hit us off with 10 now. 10 racks a month to do it right there. That'll do it.
At tax-free status,
Tax-free. That'll do it.
That'll be a start. That'll be a start.
The economy would be booming. You know what I'm saying? People, me and Swag will be starting businesses, pulling together partnerships between me and him, creating businesses and wealth for our kids and stuff. Man, we'll be doing, you know what I'm saying?
Community. Yeah, and I don't want to hear.
I mean, we're doing that now, but at a faster rate.
Yeah, and I want to hear that mess talking about you ain't gonna do nothing but buy rims and video games and studio equipment. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it's gonna be just like any other community of people. It's gonna be a bell curve where you got some people that do something responsible, some people that waste it and stimulate the economy, and it's gonna funnel down to the middle to where it's gonna be more, methodical people. It's just gonna be a bell curve of stuff. I'm cool with that because ain't no money that we gonna get is going out of the country because this is our home.
Right, exactly. So once again, let's show some love to the Black military veterans and all they went through, because we got a lot of them in both our families, and so we salute y'all. Old school military veteran and new school ones too. You know what I'm saying? My cousin's a new school one, but he's been around for a while doing it. Because you know what? In the military, we faced a lot of racism, a lot of, like I said, we didn't get the GI Bill. We was coming back from Vietnam not having nothing. They was getting houses, so that's wealth.
Coming home with nothing but habits.
Exactly. So
trying to cope.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely give a shout out and a thanks.
Shout out to my vets. And I personally come from military family. Just like I had an uncle that was a paratrooper in Korea. The younger brother to him, he was infantry in Korea. My dad was a medic in Vietnam. And then the older brother to my dad, he served in peacetime, not non-war times. And I actually had an audition set up for Marine Band 3. Now, the Marine Band 1 is the one that plays Hail to the Chief for the POTUS. And my dad talked me out of it. I was a shoe-in too, man. But my dad talked me out of it. He saw what he eventually would have come to war in Afghanistan.
Yeah. I got my uncle's Air Force, my other uncle Army, my auntie Army, my big cousin who's a professor of African American Studies is a Marine veteran. We have a Navy veteran. I know we got a Navy veteran in our family. Yeah, brother Chris, right here beside us, cousin Chris, his son. Shout out to youngster Christian. He's a Navy veteran.
I forgot my brother and my mother's granddad. He was in there too in the cook. He was before Korea, but not quite World War II.
And shout out to my uncle, rest in peace, who was a Marine, Uncle Ricky. So yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, I got them throughout my family. And then shout out to my cousin Rodney, who's in the military now, been in the military forever. Like I think they trying to make him retire, and he won't retire. He getting that money.
He's in library, he getting that guap.
You know what I'm saying? National Guard. He was National Guardman. I think he's been in National Guard for about 30 years since he's 18, and he's our age. He's in his mid 40s somewhere. So he's been
in power face.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So shout out to him and all, like I said, all the veterans, all y'all who have protected us, and then you came home to nothing. Like the brother said, I'm getting $23 a month from the military. I'm still trying to fight for my benefits. That's a shame that brother got to fight for his benefits, and he fought for the country. He getting $23 a month. Come on.
He down and out like Billy Ray Valentine.
Right. Yeah. But moving right along, y'all. Another thing in the news. Hey, actually, we do got some entertainment news for y'all. well, one story, brother Trick Daddy is in the news, and he's getting a lot of backlash because he's standing on FBA business. Trick Daddy says, rapper Trick Daddy says he does not identify as African American. And that's, part of the whole delineation movement that's been going on. That actually part of that delineation movement is pretty much what hurt Kamala Harris as well. If you want to be real about it, but
hey, put his picture back up.
He said, "Put his picture back up." Trick love the kids, man.
He looked like a descendant of Esther Rolle in that picture. Damn!
I'm a descendant. I'm a descendant of Esther Rolle. I'm a descendant of Doris.
You had them goals go over that big old gap.
He did an Umar on that one. I'm a descendant.
I stepped on this good story, man. I'm just my player.
Yeah, no, man. We gotta break it up every now and then, man. All good, Trick. Hey, he's standing on business. But rapper Trick Daddy said he's not African American. He said he's no longer identifies as African American. Over the weekend, Instagram Live, Trick revealed to his fans that he only wants to identify as American. He says, he said, I ain't never been to Africa. Well, here it is. Let me read this. I'm sorry, I gotta get close. He said, I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. This is verbatim what he said. During the recent Instagram Live, Miami rapper Trick Daddy riled up the internet again and told his fans that he does not identify as African American simply because he's not from Africa. He has never been to Africa. In a clip from his live stream, Trick Daddy said, I'm trying to figure out how Afro got in front of my MF and race. Trick Daddy, who was born in Miami, Florida, continued to reveal why he simply wants to be labeled as American instead of African American. He said, I ain't never been to no Africa. I ain't never been to Africa or Africa. Never been there. I'm not from Africa. He said, I'm born and raised in Goulds, Florida. I was born in Goulds and raised in Liberty City in the Pork and Beans Projects. He said, I ain't never went to Africa. I ain't thinking about going there. And I heard it. He said, and I heard it's a beautiful place. Yes, I know it's the motherland. Yes, but not my mother, not her mother, not my mother's mother. That ain't their land. America's real, true land is right here in the U.S. soils. The label African American usually refers to individuals in the United States who have origins in Black America and in Africa or direct descendants. So this is what they say. Now, what Trick Daddy was saying was true. Like nobody's saying that like we all know, we all acknowledge we got some African DNA. However, culturally and ethnically, we're not Africans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that's hard for people. And once again,
they be saying, we're all immigrants. No, we're not.
Right. We didn't immigrate here. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to go by, I don't go by it, but even if you want to go by the 1619 project, we was here before. If you want to, we was here before 1619. We was here in 1562, like the FBA flag. But what I'm saying is, even if you go by 1619, the country didn't come into existence to 1776.
Right.
So from 1692 to 1776, we was building the country. So we didn't immigrate here. There was no country when we got here. There was no America until we. A lot of people don't understand when people say there was no America until we built it. They think we're being cocky when we say that, but no, we're actually giving historical facts. And
then them same people don't know nothing about our ethnogenesis that we had.
Exactly. We became a whole new people with whole different cultural. Everyday traditional things that we do was different from what they do in Africa. You know what I'm saying? I have had African friends growing up, you know what I'm saying? Nigerian friends. I'll go over their house and, they had their food and stuff. I didn't particularly like their food because, especially being a kid, you don't really have a big palate, you know what I'm saying, to try, world foods and whatnot. But, they just did things differently than then it was done in my household. Now that's nothing against them. It's just they were doing their traditions and we were doing our traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like he would come to my house for Sunday dinner if my mom cooked, and he'd be in there tearing that fried chicken up. You know what I'm saying? Great, you know, everything on it. And my mother would be like, "You want some more?" I'd be like, "Yes, ma'am, I want some more." You know what I'm saying? He'd be in there, you know, just. You know, now I didn't do that at his house. They was like, "You want some more fufu?"
You want some
No,
goosey?
I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't want no more goosey and no more fufu. Because I thought you know, as a kid, I thought the fufu was mashed potatoes, and when I bit into it, I found out that wasn't mashed potatoes. But I mean, I'm just saying, it's just that, like you said, Swag, we got cultural differences. But yeah, expand some more on the cultural differences that you notice, and like just everyday stuff that you notice.
Well,
That
yeah. I mean, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we dress. I mean, the way we get scared, the way we get mad. I mean, everything, and it's all imitated across the board by other cultures. I mean, we really are the pulse of all culture, at least in this hemisphere.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Definitely. You know, because like you said, we global, but a lot of times they don't want to give us the global title. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. And when you look at other cultures, look at. I mean, I can go on Netflix and watch Top Dog right now, and they acting like us over here.
Yeah,
Top Boy, Top Dog, Top Boy.
Yeah, Top Boy, yeah. But then when you look at like some of the people in the military who got out there, I'm talking about like back in the old days, like World War One and post World War One. Them soldiers got in other parts of the world where they were appreciated, and what they do, they go there and just like in Korea, you know, like they call their chicken the best in the world, which is the recipe that they learned from our soldiers that decided to become expats and go over there and then put them on game with it.
Right, exactly. So, you know, like I said, we have a very broad cultural influence, just not on America, but other places as well. Like it or not, I know some of y'all don't like that, but you know, some of our brothers and sisters in diaspora, some of them in the diaspora are okay with it, and you know, that's peace to the riders, but a lot of y'all don't like it. Y'all just be, you know, y'all want to hate and all that. I don't get it, you know, but y'all you know, like I say, I always like to cite my sources. Like Brother Tariq says, we're not generic Africans, you know. I thought that was funny. That was a good term. He said that you can't turn us into generic Africans. You know what I'm saying?
We are not
we great value. We the great value Africans. So
all these brands.
Right. We all these brand Africans and stuff over here. Oh man. And you know what? The funny part about it, growing up, I don't ever remember my grandmother or my great grandmother saying nothing about Africa. Period. Like I remember my great grandmother talking about Native American. Like her great grandmother was a Native American woman who was enslaved by a sugar plantation or molasses plantation, and one day they used to have this big scalding big pot of molasses that they used to turn, and one day she pushed the master in them and killed him. That's the story that was passed down to me from my great grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And then our relative, she had long black hair. It was long and wavy, long black hair. And you know, so there are like people say, "Oh, it wasn't no Native Black Americans here." I mean, yeah, there was obviously, because like I said, my grandmother told me that we had one. You know what I'm saying? And that what she did,
yeah,
right. Oh, so, I mean, and this is a story that's just passed down to my family verbally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
oral tradition.
Story that's been kept alive.
Yep. So, yeah, man. We got to keep a lot of those oral traditions alive and everything like that now. And back to Trump, like I say, Trump does have some policies I don't like about how, you know, I don't want him erasing Black history out of schools and all that kind of stuff. Remember, his boy in Florida was trying to do that.
I think that was more of a DeSantis thing. Yeah. But yeah, I think they're gonna do away with that one pretty quickly.
Yeah. But yeah, lastly, another story we'll cover really quick here. We might be to the end of the show, y'all. Because like I said, not a huge news cycle. Most of it is about what's going
Oh
on
yeah,
from the
we just get a
election.
little tidbit to chew on.
Now
100th episode.
now
Absolute.
now they do say that there is a story out that Kamala got outside with the cup out, asking for donations. Still asking her donors for donations for the recount fund. So now they trying to put together. They trying to
take home a little.
She trying to put together. It sounds like she's trying to put together a super PAC to.
You talking about that bag on the way out, gang?
Right. Yep. It says that after blowing 1 billion, they blew 1 billion. They invested $1 billion in her campaign, dog. After investing $1 billion, she's asking her donors for fight funds, begs for more money. It says that's the article saying on MSN, y'all. She raised and spent $1 billion in her losing presidential campaign and left a stunning $20 million debt. Now, Vice President Kamala Harris is begging tired donors for more money for her fight fund. In a new fundraising email to donors, Kamala wrote, Is there anything we can say to convince you to make a contribution and support the Harris Fight Fund program today? The memo from the Harris Victory Fund says. First and foremost, we want to acknowledge the fear and confusion and sadness many of you are feeling at this moment. The note said asking for a minimum of $50. So now, if she would have became president, she was trying to pat your pockets. So now she's trying to pat your pockets in a loss.
No, I honestly feel like that's probably the price for procrastination and for not having President Biden just bow at the end of the first term and then start the process from there. And that's the price. And you know what? I hope that sting their pockets real good because that clearly they're going to empty the war chest and got to start from scratch. I'm happy for them.
Yep, she still owed 20 million, so she 20 million in the hole. So she's trying to add some money. Really, she's saying, "Oh, this is for my fight fund." Really, it's for that $20 million debt she got.
Somebody said, "Hey, Stu, your red do mama jamma."
Hey, Stu, your red dude.
Don't pull that falling down the stairs stuff on me every time.
Coming to America game, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, she out here still campaigning for money, man. And she wants to fund. It says fundraising going towards a recount. Man, stop it. You lost.
Somebody just sent her a friendly reminder.
Yeah, you lost. We don't need a recount because you lost. I mean, she lost too big. I mean, it wasn't like it was neck and neck. Like this was an election where states that were normally blue turn red.
And the people that keep doing the mail-in votes, they keep on. I'm telling you, that's that stuff floating in the river somewhere.
Yeah. You said that stuff floating the mail-in votes.
Yeah.
No, I think they count the mail-in votes. I just think that people just wasn't behind her like she thought they was. You know what I'm saying? You know, another thing.
I'm just talking about maybe in swing states. I don't think they get counted because the ones in the swing states are usually going to be that mail-in vote, which is usually our vote.
Yeah. But also, though, remember, Swag, you had a lot of people who said they were Kamala supporters, and when they got in that booth, they voted for Trump because they didn't want to get the backlash.
Fake the fuck on a nasty dunk.
I seen a lot of, you know what? I seen a lot of videos online that was like a lot. I'm for real. A lot of people, just like how before. Look at how many all the white women that voted for Trump the first time. Remember, they was like, "Oh, he's saying grab him by the, you know what?" And then all of a sudden, you found 50% of white women voted for him. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I believe a lot of people was just saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna vote for it." Yeah, as soon as they got in that booth, shit, I ain't voting for this.
Yeah, I like getting my gun snapped.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they didn't vote for. I mean, what it really boils down to, like you said, like you had been, like you kept saying, she just wasn't a strong candidate, man. She really didn't stand on. She didn't stand on nothing.
She did nothing to separate herself from Biden.
Right. Yeah. She said she was just Bidenomics. She was all on the commercial talking about that. She was talking about that it's okay. And then another thing, I think a lot of people, like you said, with the trans thing. I mean, if you got a daughter, you don't want your daughter competing with a dude. You know what I'm saying? She in high school, she could get a scholarship. But then it's a little boy, he got a wig on, he putting 50 up, he putting 80 points up, generational, and that go her scholarship. You get what I'm saying? Like, that ain't fair, man. Like,
you said some soul man action.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like we said on our previous broadcast, I'm not saying they can't play sports, but they should have a league of their own if that's the case. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have their own little heat.
That's definitely not fair. I don't want no young woman competing against somebody with male strength. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, you know how it's gonna go. So,
somebody that was born with news hitting my little girl in the mouth in the karate kumite. I'm gonna have feeling away.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I call them Newtons. Figs.
Yeah, hell nah. And just to, just to double down on that Latino thing I was saying earlier, it says there was an article in the LA Times as anti-immigrant politics sweep the nation. Santa Ana voters reject measuring allowing non-citizens to vote in local races. They was trying to let illegals vote in local races
I think that was the original game plan.
Yeah, that was it.
We couldn't flesh it out. That's what I was saying from the beginning, because they knew that we was gonna turn tail.
Mm-hmm.
And so they started setting little motions into action, but I don't know, somewhere between Biden's health decline and just running out of time, they never got it done.
That's why they kept trying to Trojan horse and say, "Oh, black people, they trying to stop us from vote. We need IDs. We don't, like you say, like we don't have IDs. We got IDs. You know what I'm saying? Black people gotta have IDs. To even navigate in the world.
All your constitutional rights will be violated if you get pulled over.
So, but really, what it was just a Trojan horse to get the illegals to IDs. You know what I'm saying? Use us as the face of it. And then now they can vote, you know what I'm saying? But what they don't know is when they get over here and vote, what they do, swag, what they vote? They vote Republican.
Yeah. You got to vote for Trump. I'm sorry.
I'm saying they, you know what I'm saying? That's another fault of the Dems. They thinking like, oh, we helping them get in here, they're gonna vote for us. No, they're not voting for y'all still. They voting for the other guy.
Right.
Like, I got my citizenship. I don't want these fools in here.
I'm good now. He said, I'm home free.
I'm good, game. Yeah, I'm good now. Shoot. Get this fool away from me. Yeah, they don't. I'm here now. Shoot, I don't for damn immigration. That's how they be. So, you know what I'm saying. But I think that's gonna be it for this show, y'all. I apologize if it's a little short length, but that's okay.
Hey man,
we did our thing as usual.
Happy 100th episode anniversary, bro.
Happy 100th. Yep. Any last words you got to get out there, swag?
Hey, shout out to Brother Briss, man. I know he has a lot of stuff going on. We be thinking about him.
Yeah, shout out to Brother Briss. Shout out, we got you in spirit here. You right here with me. You're right here with us, dog.
Yeah,
so
right there.
You see this episode. Shout out to Brother Briss out there in LA, City of Angels, where you got to work 20 jobs to live average. You know
I know he looked like Derek off Barney right there in that pic.
That nigga look like Caillou on a job interview. Caillou grows up. You know,
he like a black Charlie Brown type.
Caillou joins the black caucus. Black Congressional Caucus. But we had to give you some, Briss.
Oh, we had to give him that work.
Hell yeah, Charlie Brown head side of the game. But
hey man, but that still don't give me for that time he called me Jonathan Majors early in the game.
Yeah.
That's even now. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we try to have fun on this show. You know what? A lot of times, we started the show, we really just try to start to make it funny, talking about stuff in politics, but a lot of stuff got serious, and some stuff just, it's hard, it's like, damn. But I think in the coming up year, we're gonna try to, add a little more humor to the show and everything. But a lot of but I just know, and I know probably Swag feels the same role. When it comes to things that's affecting the community and then your kids and stuff, it's hard, we get serious.
I mean, we have a voice now, so to fall for to not stand for something means we'll fall for anything. And we have a voice now, and we still get our jokes off, but it's some stuff going on that can't be ignored anymore.
Yeah, definitely. All right, y'all. Leave your comments, your likes. We appreciate it all. We're going to get on out of here. Hopefully, we'll be back in a normal news cycle because, everything right now is political. But we're going to be back to you. Happy early Thanksgiving to y'all. Get the turkeys ready. Go and spend that $100 on the Popeyes Cajun turkey. I didn't.
Oh,
but if
yeah,
you do,
man.
I'll come by and get some.
RIP to my mac and cheese, man. I let my brother hate me out of making it every other year. I gave it all, man. I don't know. I'm regretting it. But because I had forgot that we had a mac and cheese off, and I actually won it. Now I'm feeling the way. But I went on ahead and passed it. Yeah, man. Yeah, we had mac and cheese wars one year where he made a single batch and I made a single batch and let the family decide which one was better. And I won.
See,
his stuff is good though. His stuff is good too, though.
See, that's what we're talking about. Those FBA traditions and things we do like that. Who got the best mac and cheese? Who got the best potato salad? Who makes the best potato salad?
You know what I'm saying? Like my deviled eggs is beyond reproach. But my brother, he probably makes the best dressing in any generation in my memory. I think he got grandma beat, dude. Think he might have Big Mama beat on the dressing for real. Hey, I be saying that every year, man. And my first cousins, they just turning their head. I'm like, y'all better come on and join the right team.
You ain't lying. Oh, you know what? One more story. Actually, I'm gonna give one more story. We're gonna get a quick story. We're gonna be out of here. I did want to talk about this. I forgot all about it. Joy Reid was on. This is big in the news right now. Joy Reid and this psychologist, they were on a show together. They were Joy looking like one of the Golden Lords.
Yeah, she was actually blowing out birthday candles.
Golden Lordette. She's a Golden Lordette. And she was on the she was out there saying that, pushing the whole narrative that if any, what made me think of it, we're coming up on Thanksgiving. She said that if you are any of your family members didn't vote, for Kamala Harris, you should disown them or not be around them for the holidays. Now, how low level and sore loser type is that? Like, she's saying
and that's the talk of a lonely person.
Yeah. So she's saying, if one of your family members, I guess that family member would be me, because like I said, I got kicked out the family chat because I didn't support. But they said, you shouldn't. Her and a psychologist, some LGBTQ psychologists say that, you should not spend time with family that had opposing views for how you voted. I really don't get that at all. So she won't, like I said, this is another reason why the Democrats lost, for stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So Psychiatrist says it's essential for liberals to set boundaries with Trump voting loved ones during the holidays. With the holiday season approaching, a prominent mental health expert told MSNBC viewers they should feel justified in cutting ties with relatives that voted for President-elect Donald Trump. Yale University Chief Psychiatry resident Dr. Amanda Calhoun spoke to MSNBC host Joy Reid on Friday about ways liberals who are devastated with Trump's reelection this week can cope with news, including separating from certain loved ones. So if you are going into a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who you have voted in ways that are against you, it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why. Now, what kind of psychiatrist would tell somebody who's supposed to be a steward of mental health?
Man, don't you know a Jedi never speaks in absolutes?
Right.
What the hell?
Like,
man, hey, that's just like this recent celibacy bond until
right, yeah.
Trump is out of office.
Yeah, and all the women I seen online who's on doing it, they wasn't, I don't say like to say nobody ugly, but they wasn't the best looking sisters. That
they already had crack.
I ain't giving you no more. I ain't giving you no more. Okay, not Glorilla. Okay, Gorilla. You don't have to give me none. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these is you know what I'm saying, bedroom monsters that's saying that they not going. You know what I'm saying? Under the sheets monsters. I'm not gonna give you none no more.
Sugarfoot,
you know what I'm saying? Booger wolves. So, I mean, that's just crazy to me that, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I was offended when the family came for me in the chat about, and I didn't say nothing supporting Trump. I just said, hey, you voting for somebody who says she's not going to do for nothing for black people. And they got mad as hell because I said that. I said, this is facts.
Told me I was listening to the wrong people. I was like, no, I'll listen to her. She the one that told me that.
Right. Exactly. It's like, you listening wrong. Oh, and you know what they said? They said I was spreading Trump rhetoric. I said, that ain't Trump rhetoric.
Yeah,
that's
talking points. I got here with the talking points.
Right. I'm like, that's truth. A rhetoric is something that's false. She said that out of her own mouth. Like, did y'all not see the video?
Mr. Edwin right in front of that camera and said, "You think I would do something exclusive for black people?" No, I felt that. Exactly. I still feel that. In my
she bounced with it. No, she kind of bounced with it. She was like,
"Yeah, with it."
She started stepping with it. No, doing the AKA moves. Ski but hey y'all, man, holidays is a time to be together. Just because somebody has a different view or mindset or sees politics differently than you, as far as family members, don't alienate your family members over how they voted. That at the end of the day, that's your family, that's blood. And if a woman who ain't even technically black is gonna separate your family, then she didn't need to be president no damn way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, that's just like rooting for a team. Everybody had you got to respect people's viewpoints and you got to respect people's ideologies. I mean, you may not agree with it, but at the end of the day, if we family, that come first. But that's man, to spread something like that is crazy. Yeah. All right, man. All right, to my I'm gonna do the Kamala thing. All right, play brother. I'll
I play cousin. I love you like a play cousin.
Play cousin. All right, play cousin. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Shout out to everybody listening, man. Y'all have a good
please
rest
press
of y'all
like
day.
And subscribe. Master Buzz.
Press like and subscribe. Have a good evening. Weekend High Podcast. KZell, Big Swag. We out. 100.
It's over now.